All right. Welcome to Just a Bit Controversial. I'm your host, Jay Gonzalez. I do appreciate you guys joining me today, and we have a great show for you today. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, and comment below on whatever topics you want me to cover. All right, you know what time it is, folks. Let's get controversial. Topic number one is coming from Jose Rodriguez from Humble Park, and he asks, does body count matter in women? Ooh, I knew this one was coming. Is it a deal breaker? Would you ever date a woman or even possibly marry a woman with a high body count? If not, why not? And if you were dating someone and found out she had a high body count, would you leave her? Ooh. Well, first off, Jose, thank you for submitting the topic. And definitely it's a popular one that's being discussed pretty much everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and give you my take on it. Body count. 100% it matters. A man does not want to be with a woman that's been with a lot of men. It's just, to us, it's nasty. Now I know there's women out there that think, you know what, men can do it, so can we, and all this other, equality and, being able to be comfortable in my own body and sexualize my own body if I choose to. I can be like one of the boys and smash whatever guy I want. That's not appealing to men. You have to understand, when you lay with a man, when a woman has sex with a man, they share more than just sex. They become one. He has conquered her. Okay? There's a hormone, alright, that's released when a man has sex with a woman that makes him automatically even want to protect her. He has conquered her. Okay? And at the end of the day, women, okay, determine who they sleep with. A man determines who they date, who they marry. So if women hold the key, they hold the lock, you just can't let any key open that lock. What's the saying that they use? A key that can open any lock is a master key, but a lock that's opened by any key is a shitty lock. Now, understand, I get it. We're living in a modern time. I get it. There's a lot of situationships going on. I totally get all of that. But do not lose self-respect for yourself. I don't think there's any girl out there that says, you know what, I want to be a hoe, or I would like to be a hoe. Sleeping around is wrong. You can't expect a man to sit there and want to, court you and, possibly look at you as wifey material, and you have a high body count. You could never bond with that man. Most women, okay, I think there was it was like 5 partners, up to 5 partners. If you married somebody up to 5 partners, you got an 80% chance that it can work out. I think it's like after 15, it's like almost 75% that it's not going to work out. So, again, men do not like high body count. Sure, we'll smash. I'm sure there's a lot of men that would smash a woman with a high body count, but he would never take her serious. He would never consider making her his girl or wifing her up. So without a doubt, 100% body count does matter. It is disgusting if you're sleeping around. You got to have some type of self-respect for yourself. Know your worth. Your body is very precious. It's precious. And that's how it should be treated. To a man, with his girl, her body is treasured by him. He doesn't want to even think of somebody else touching you, let alone getting a woman that he finds out has a high body count. So is it a deal breaker? To answer your question, for me, it would definitely be a deal breaker to take her serious. But I don't know, you guys comment below, let me know if I'm overreacting. Are you accepting of high body count? What are your thoughts on it? And if I found out that she had a body count a high body count as I was dating her, well, you know what? I just dodged the bullet. Because I don't think it would have to be such a strong relationship that would not make me walk away. But as I sit here today looking at you guys, telling you, without a doubt, I would walk away. I would not make her my girl or continue to have any further feelings build up for this woman that can easily drop me on a dime. Women with high body counts, you know, they have a lot of male friends in the sideline. There's always a plan B. Okay? They know pretty much everybody, all the bouncers in the club, you know, people on social media. Usually their friends list is pretty big. So, no, I do not, would not, and never even would think of being with a woman with a high body count, dating a woman with a high body count, or even marrying a woman with a high body count. So we're going to head and move on. I do appreciate you, Jose, submitting that topic today. And again, those of you guys listening, if you feel I should have said something different, should have added something, or should have not said something, please comment below, let me know. And if you have any advice for Jose regarding body count, please let us know in the comment section. Topic number 2 is coming from Yvette Sanchez from Belmont and Cragen area in Chicago, and she's asking, why is it that men stop tongue kissing their girlfriends after a couple of months? So I actually looked it up, and it's up to 73% of all men stop tongue kissing their girlfriends after the first 4 months. Have you experienced it? Another fact, more women go down on their man than men go down on their women. Okay. Well, let's get into it. First off, Yvette, thank you for submitting the topic today. And wow, I never really thought about it that way, but now that just thinking about it, I'm going to just give you my opinion on it. Tongue kissing. Some might say it's even more intimate than sex. I'm one of those that probably agree. It is kind of the first thing that triggers the sex, that lights the spark, if you will. If a man knows how to kiss a woman, he's able to get her to do whatever he wants, to melt in his arms by one kiss. He has her thinking about that kiss the minute he walks away or goes home or goes to work. But there's reasons, at least that I think, that would make a man stop tongue kissing. One, sometimes it's the honeymoon phase, in the beginning of a relationship, your public PDA is not a big deal for you or anything in that nature. But then after you start dating, it's like, babe, there's people outside. No, I'm not here. So, could be that. And then there's some men, depending on, and I know it's going to sound like I'm kind of picking on these guys, but I'm not. But there are some squeamish men out there, some soft men, that when their woman goes down on them, whether she spits or she swallows, sometimes makes a big deal. For example, if she swallows, he can be disgusted by it. And although you were trying to please him, although it probably helped you please you as well, and at the end of the day he was pleased, but just the fact that he saw you swallow it gets him turned off on wanting to kiss you. You can usually spot these guys when they won't kiss you after you finish sucking them off. Another reason, again, my mind works kind of, men operate a little differently than women, actually a lot differently. A woman can argue with her man and literally go ahead and have sex with him like nothing ever happened. They call that the angry sex. But men, sure, we'll give you the dick, but the intimacy part of it is left out. The caressing, the tongue kissing. Okay? So if you're in a relationship that you guys are constantly arguing or constantly fighting or you're constantly nagging, sometimes that'll turn men off to want to give you that intimacy side of it. And they'll just give you the sex. So, hopefully that answers your question, Yvette. And as for the second portion, it is a known fact that women go down on men more than men go down on women. You know what? I can believe that. There is a lot of men out there that don't want to eat the cat. And I just don't understand it, to be honest with you. But, to each their own, right? But I will say that those men that don't like it usually have had a bad experience with it. Or if your man is not doing it to you as much, well, sometimes it's not him, it's you. You know, maybe a little summer's eve might help or something. I'm just saying. But honestly, in my opinion, you want to keep your girl, you want to make sure she ain't going anywhere, you better make sure that you eat that kitty like it was a Thanksgiving dinner thrown in front of a homeless man. Okay? And that generally does work on keeping her happy and satisfied. So, but again, not all men do it. I would have to look up the survey myself, but I can believe that without a doubt, you know, women go down on men more than men go down on women. You get, ladies, you guys are watching, or the men, please comment below. Let me know. Is she wrong? Is the stats right? What are your thoughts on it? So, again, Yvette, I do appreciate you submitting the topic today. And I'm going to go ahead into the third and final topic. This one is coming from Claudia from Hammond. And she asked, regarding BBL women, why do you men love that so much? Fake tits, fake ass, fake lips. Aren't you embarrassed to be seen with them? Inflatable dolls. How will they look when they're old? Are they worth the ring? Or do you get a whole vibe when you see one? And can you bring her home to your mother? Ooh, there's a lot there to unpack, Claudia. BBLs. Everybody knows who they are, what they look like. And let me tell you, there is a lot of very beautiful women that are BBLs. The thing is that those type of women attract so much attention. They suck the attention out of a room, no matter where you go. No matter where you take that woman, you have to be an extremely confident man and not give a shit. Or you just don't give a shit if they're looking at her and she means nothing to you. Because every man is going to be looking, eyeing her up, eating her with his eyes. Every woman is going to be giving her the look of they hate, who the hell is this bitch? Who does she think she is? Okay? Not everybody wants to see a fat old ass in some tight spandex or leather spandex pants or whatever that's bulging out, that the pants look like, you know, they're around 2 sizes too small, or some yoga pants, you know, with some big breasts popping out. Men like it, sure, and definitely some women like it. But to bring her home to like your family or something like that, it's something. It makes it difficult because they're always going to look at, okay, she got her tits done, she got all this done for what? Is she a stripper? Who did she get this done for? Why did she do it? Well, she wasn't happy with herself. And then the body count comes into the question. Those that got all that work done get a lot of men throwing it at them. A lot of ballers, a lot of high value men. And let's, you know, call it for what it is. That's why they do it, to attract the high value man. So their body count is a lot higher. And there was actually a study done that women with fake breasts and fake ass were the least to get married. So you could take that survey for whatever it's worth. But again, yeah, I wouldn't say I see them as the whole vibe off top, but some of them definitely portray that whole vibe, especially when they use their looks to get attention of men and stuff like that for satisfaction or whatever the case may be. So, can I bring her home to mommy? Well, my mom's passed, but if she was around, I would definitely not bring her home because, you know, my mom was very good at sniffing out a hole when she seen one. So, hopefully that answers your question, Claudia. I do appreciate you submitting the topic, and that's the end of the show.